what you have in store for me. I've been waiting, anticipating.
Greetings out there in YouTube land, and as always, I thank you to coming to my channel in a special edition of Tell It Like It Is. And we're going to kind of do a pretty interesting format. I'm going to give you my presentation first, and I'm going to turn it over to my co-host, Joseph Spencer. And the name of this topic is this. And before I name the topic, our name of the show speaks for itself. Tell it like it is, and that's what we do. And we try to, or no, not try to, we do present our show in a very respectful manner, even though we're dealing with some very sensitive topics. So, we don't want to try to offend anybody, because that's not our intention. Our intention is enlightenment, to say, whoa, So here it is. The name of the topic is a topic that no one wants to tackle. And we tackle it again with respect, and that's racism. It's alive and well, my friends. And don't anybody know that better than a black man. And some of my life experiences, because what I'm going to do is I wrote down a list, and this is just a partial list of my experiences with racism. And before I do that, I want to say this, because I think sometimes we're under this misconception that people that have enough balls to speak on this topic are racist themselves, and I can just assure you that I'm not. It's the old cliche. Some of my closest friends are people outside of my race, and I don't judge people based on the color of their skin. It's just ridiculous to do so. So here it is. I'm going to give you a short list, and then my co-host, Joseph Spencer, is going to give you his short list of our personal racist experiences. And these were racist experiences. There was no doubt about it. The very first one, or one of the very first ones, I was 16. This is back in the 70s. Me and my friend that lived on the same block, William, Billy, we call him Billy. How you doing, Billy? And Billy, if you're watching this, you know where I'm going with this, because you were there and you remember this. We went to a department store to fill out an application, because we felt that we were at the age where, we need to bring in some money, because raking leaves and shoveling snow is not consistent. So we went to the department store dressed very respectable. We were two respectable young black kids. And we went up to the counter, and there was a lady behind the counter. She was white. And we politely asked her for applications for jobs. And she hastily said this to us: "Oh, we're not hiring." So we turned around and we started to walk away, and something told me to stop and just kind of hang out for a minute. So we stopped and we hung out. And then in comes a white guy and a white girl. They went up to the counter and said, "We want an application for jobs." White lady handed it to him. So then I went back, because I'm pissed at this point. And I said, "I thought she wasn't hiring." She said, "Well, just take this, but you can't fill it out here." I was like, okay. So, of course, we didn't get that job. So, experience number 2. I was in my early 20s working at a large food store chain, the largest in the world, actually. And we were coming home from a hard day's work, because we would work from, I think, 9 p.m. to 12, a.m. or 1 a.m. So we were being carpool, because there was one guy driving us all home. So he was driving a blue Chevy Impala. So we driving, it's raining. We noticed the cops following us. Cops follow us for like 4 blocks. It's like, what's going on here? We didn't run any stop signs, or, all our plates and stickers and the tail lights are working. So then we got pulled over. They jumped out with guns in hand, told us to get our asses out the car, spread eagle against the hood, and frisked us. And I had a box cutter. He said, "What you doing with this?" I said, "I use this in my line of work. I'm a stock boy." Okay. So then they told us why they stopped us. They said that they were looking for a green Chevy Impala, because the green Chevy Impala was just reported as involved in a robbery, or a store hold up, some type of robbery. So we said, well, it's clearly obvious that our car is blue, and why, so why did we get pulled over? And he said, "I told you what I just told you." And then, instead of just, apologizing, because of course we were not the gas they were looking for, they said this and left us with this: "We wish that the car was green." I'm like, okay, good old America. Number 3, I went into a store in Burren, Illinois with my bass player Tony, and we went in there to perhaps buy a guitar. We had a couple $100 in our pockets, so we walked in, and the guy that worked in the store, because normally when you walk into those stores, a salesperson immediately up to you and they greet you and they say, "Hey, thank you, for coming to our store. How can I help you?" So the guy didn't say nothing else. He walked right past us like we were invisible. And then the white guy that came in behind us, "May I help you, sir?" It's like, here we go again. So that's incident number 3. Number 4. Okay, I just actually did number 4. Number 4. I applied for a freight job at a freight company, and those jobs pay pretty well. So I put in my application, and on paper, I guess I can easily be mistaken for a white guy as far as my first name, because it's kind of a very common name for either blacks or whites, and definitely my last name, which I'm not going to divulge, but it definitely could be interpreted as a white guy's name, So the guy called me. He asked to speak to me, and I said, "Speaking." And he paused for a moment and made this statement: "Okay, that's all I want to know. Thank you." And for a moment, I was like, "What was that about?" Then it kind of dawned on me what that was about, because again, my name looks like a white guy on paper, but once he spoke to me, of course, so that was another incident. Let's see. The last incident, when I worked in corporate America, and I was with my federal government job for over like 26 years. And then illness kicked in where I just couldn't really function anymore in that capacity. So I resigned or retired. And it's interesting. When I retired, they offered me no severance package. But when my coworker who got fired, and they're a good friend of mine to this day, white guy, he got fired not once, but twice from the job and got his job back. The very first time he threatened somebody with a gun. The second time, it was something along those same lines. And each time he got his job back. So I spoke to him after he left, because we kind of fell out of touch for a moment. And he told me, he said, they gave him a severance package. A guy that got fired twice got a severance package, and a guy that gave 26 years of great service with no problems got nothing. Okay, so here's the last one. And this is an assumption, but, being a black man in America, it's not hard for you to kind of determine the racism thing, because you see it so often, reflected onto you or thrusted onto you. So I just recently posted a video regarding I posted a 20-second movie trailer for a movie called Missing 411 by David Paulides, who's a researcher. And someone took it upon themselves to report me, because initially I thought that he did. I'm like, I posted a video and, I got freedom of speech. And I displayed or expressed my dissatisfaction with how that happened, because I'm like, I made a bad judgment call. I did try to contact this person to get permission to post this video. And I'm thinking, well, I'm just trying to help. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. I'm not doing anything that's disrespectful or, taking that out of content. I'm just trying to put that out there as far as awareness of these poor folks are going to these forest preserves and national parks and they go missing. So I thought that would have been okay. But all of a sudden, I get this copyright takedown video notice today. I was like, wow, and I was kind of taken back by that, because I was just, again, trying to help. So I thought it was him, and I posted a video in response to it being taken down and how it got taken down in that manner. And then I had someone who chimed in and said, because I had disabled that video, because I'm like, I don't want any trolls chiming in or anything. So I made, the video, no comments, disable the comment section. So someone contacted me through my YouTube channel, and they said, I was the one that reported you. And it's like, what was that about? And I'm like, you could have just sent me an email and said, this is copyrighted material, and I don't think it's a good idea. And unless you got permission, you might want to take it down. So then I posted a video, displaying my dissatisfaction of how that went down. And I'm assuming that this is just a troll, and just trying to make life difficult for people because it's interested. I make this connection that I also, and I got permission from Westy West because he did respond to me because I've tried to contact David Politis on different occasions through PayPal, through Facebook, through YouTube, but I got no response. So I contacted Rusty West, and he has one of my favorite channels, and he does the same type of thing that David Politis does, where he do the top 10 mysterious disappearances and forest preserves. And when you guys get a chance, check out Rusty's channel. Subscribe, make it grow, put that awareness out there, because he's passionate about trying to determine what happened to these people. And the Park Service should come clean with us as far as why they don't keep a list of missing people. So I contacted him. I said, hey, I love your channel, and with your permission, I would like to post some of your videos on my channel because I have more subscribers and more viewers, and they get the word out or spread it out. He said, absolutely. I appreciate you doing that. So I posted 2 of his videos, and what was interesting is I'll make this coalition, or should I say make this connection between the David Politis video and his. They dealing with the same subject matter. And after people viewed this, they should have been like, whoa, I really feel bad for the people that went missing and for the people that are family members of those people. Instead, I get comments like this. What is this doing on your channel? Like, why is that important? Shouldn't be what's important is the content in the video. So I thought that was kind of odd. And I think that those same people contacted YouTube and tried to report my channel regarding that video. But guess what? I got permission from Westy West to do it, so nothing happened. So I'm assuming, this is the same group of people that did the same thing for the David Politis video. So after I did this video, it's called My Bag, because I took down the other 2 videos. I got a few people that email me through my personal email that are subscribers and supporters of my channel, and they all said the same thing. I said, you know what, I got that vibe too, but I didn't say that because I can't confirm that. But they said that it sounds like it was racially motivated. I said, you know what, I was thinking the same thing, because I'm like, why would I be singled out and picked on, as far as me trying to actually help? I didn't take this footage and do something disrespectful or, again, taking it out of content. I'm like, I sympathize with the subject matter and the topic, and if there's anything that I could do, on my channel to raise I guess awareness of this, I'll take it upon myself to do it. But I learned my lesson this time. Don't do it. And I do believe that all that stuff that took place regarding that 411 missing video was racially motivated. It's like I've had a few people, as far as my covers, some of the comments that they left to me, really easy to read as being racist. So I'm not new to this. I've been experiencing this since the 70s. And we as a black man, you can spot it out. So I'm going to sign off now, and then I'm going to turn it over to my co-host, Joe Spencer.
As a black man, I'm giving you my reality on racism. One of my first apartments I rented in Lincoln Park when I got a job. I called the people on the phone, and I guess because of my name, which a friend of mine just had mentioned to me, they didn't think I was black. And when I got there, I got the big freeze. I never experienced the big freeze because I was fresh off of 47th Street. And I explained to the people I was managing the store in a very fashionable neighborhood and showed them my card. They asked for reference. Anyway, I got the apartment, but I really didn't get it on my own merit. I had to have another white man responsible for me to get that apartment. And I'm a 60s child, so racism was pervasive. And I've been approached. I've been spat on. When I grew my natural, I got spit in my hair and whooped the white boy's butt. And racism, most of the people I ran into, white people I ran into who are racist, are base and crude people. And the most dangerous ones are the worldly ones that have money and power. They display racism in their own race. Not in their own race, but in their own skin color. Because all white people are not equal. We just so happen to have nappy hair, black skin, and large lip. That separates the. A black man's a black man. You can tell that he's not a white man. Racism will be here because people live in their own neighborhoods. They worship their own gods. They go to their own parties. They raise their own families as they great 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 granddaddy do. I've experienced racism from a little blonde blue-eyed boy who was in terror of me. Mommy, a nigger. That was one of the times I've only been hurt by racism. This child playing on the street. She says to me, I don't know where he gets it from. I told her I know exactly where he gets it from. She said, where? At the dinner table. This child was terrified. Another incident of racism that hurt me. I'm 68 years old and I've only been hurt by racism twice. Besides being cut out monies and jobs. An American Indian's the first one I saw. I must have been 17, 18 years old. I approached him because curious. I'm a people person. And he immediately looked at me and said, nigger, get away from me. I was taken back and asked him what, and he told me about Buffalo Soldiers. So racism begets racism. And my name's Joseph. Teach your children well. Racism will destroy the United States. Have a good day.
What you have in store.